your child's pose, you'll take your intention with you there. And so as you find that child's pose, option to have a blanket under the knees if your knees are sensitive, and you're bringing that intention with you, but you're changing your orientation to the earth. And so how do you call in a sense of grounding here? If your forehead doesn't easily touch the earth, go ahead and use that little kickstand, your fist packet, so that you have a resting point for the forehead center. And as you breathe, can you draw your breath down towards your sacrum so the breath is coming in and down? Reach the arms long, spread those fingers wide, and inhale to your tabletop position. And we're going to take shoulder circles. So the shoulders are coming up and around the wrists. Your knees are under the hips, and the hips are coming along for the ride. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Just start to open up the hands. Get your hands on board. Other direction with the shoulders. If you need that extra padding, you can always double up the mat. And then now come to the center tabletop position, and you're taking your belly button up around. You can imagine like a barrel roll or like a long jump rope. Up and around. A little bit of a roundabout cat-cow here. Option to drop the head as you bring your belly button up towards the sky. Find that movement and even getting a little bit of a side stretch. And then other direction, like you're taking your belly button up and around, over to the left and down, over to the right and up. And then if you let your head and neck follow, you get a little rotation for your neck there. Other direction again, really anchor down through each knuckle. Warming up the spine. If you need a regular old cat-cow, that's okay too. And then come through the center. This time, shoulders come forward just 2 inches. Exhale, shoulders over the wrists. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, turn on the hands. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale. And now 2 times, regular cat-cow. Around your spine, drop the head, arms are straight. Inhale, heart comes forward. Don't overdo it. Exhale, press the earth away. Last one. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Right here, you get to move it around as much as you like. Remember, there's always the option to come to child's pose when we take downward dog. So always your choice, a time for strength or a time for integration. You got it. One more breath here. Active hands. Tabletop inhale. Stick your right foot towards the sky and then extend it long, and you'll find that half rainbow at the back of the mat. So go over to the left, over to the right. Activating the leg, inner thigh, outer thigh. So you're in your tabletop, finding that tick-tock of the leg at the back of the mat. So you can drop the left knee all the way to the earth. And you know your body best. If I'm ever cueing something that doesn't work for you, just do what feels right. Always back off or add on. 3, 2, 1. Kick that right foot back up to the sky. And now you'll take the knee and cross it behind the left leg. Kick it back up. 2 more times, cross it behind. Power of your belly, pick your belly button up. Last one, cross. Inhale, kick it up towards the sky. And then this time, drop back to tabletop, child's pose, 1 breath. Inhale, come right back up, same side, right knee out to the side, big knee circles. And if your wrists are sensitive, you can always come up onto the knuckles. Yep, you're doing it out to the side. 3, 2, 1, other direction, warming up that outer hip here. 3, 2, 1, tabletop. Other side, kick the left foot towards the sky, extend that leg long, and then tip top up and over to the right, to the left. Pick up your belly so it's really isolated to the leg. Can you keep your core still? Lots of energy through the crown of the head so the head is not dropping. You might even feel that it's helpful to press the back of your head like it's going to touch the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Kick that left foot back up to the sky and then 3 times cross that left knee behind the right leg. It's like an eagle leg there. Inhale up, cross behind. Lots of activity through the core. It's like a plank in the upper torso. Last one. Kick it back up. Brief child's pose. Drop that left knee, open wide. Exhale back. Find the length for your spine. Inhale forward. And you're taking those knee circles on the left side, up and around. That fire hydrant leg. Warming things up. 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Pick up your belly, pick up your head. 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep that left foot up towards the sky. Straighten it out. We're coming to that side plank variation. So stick the left toes towards the back of the mat. Spin that left foot down so you're sealing the back edge of the foot towards the back of the mat. And then left arm towards the sky. Pause. So find the easiest version here. Anchor down into your standing leg. So either the toes are tucked or you're pressing your shin into the earth. And you'll lift that left leg to the height of your hip. Lower it to the earth. Inhale, lift. 3, 2, 1. Pause with it hovering. You got this. One more breath. Place it to the earth. Pause here, or see if you can tap your right knee to your right elbow. Powering up that side body. The last one. Pause here, and then last time, option to take knee to elbow. Reach it long, crunch it to the side. And we can always double up the mat for extra cushioning under the knee. Okay, come through that high plank. Pause. Downward dog, exhale. A lot. Uttanasana, back of the mat. Take your hands towards your feet. We're not staying here for long. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Bend the knees a lot here so that it doesn't pull on the low back too much. And then you'll walk it back out, downward dog. Long stance. Drop those heels like they're dripping towards the earth. Even if the knees are bent, you can still find that opening for the Achilles. And then through tabletop, right foot to the sky. Straighten out that leg, touch your toes to the mat, spin it down, side plank variation. My earbuds went out, but can you still hear me on the computer? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Good. Okay, great. Pause. So you're on the easiest version. Enjoy it while it lasts. And then you're just going to pump that leg up to hip height. Touch it down. Lift and lower. 3, 2, 1. Back to the earth. Pause. And then option to take left knee to left elbow. Squeeze it up. 3, 2, 1. Pause in your side plank or knee to elbow. Side crunch, reach it long. High plank. Lots of thing on that side, but feeling warm, so I think that's good. Exhale, downward dog. Drop the knees, stick that left foot to the back of the mat again, and come back to your side plank. This time, reach the top arm up overhead. So it's like side angle. Inhale, arm back to the sky, and then find that threading of the needle. So you scoop your left arm under the rib cage. Inhale up. Reach that arm up overhead, back to the sky, thread the needle. Inhale up, reach that arm up overhead. Range of motion for the shoulder, and then dive it under. And back up. Last one. Pause here, or option to take grab the foot for the quad stretch. So it's the left hand and the left foot coming together. You got it. Find your breath here. Release the foot, and you're going to step that left foot forward. High crescent. This time, goalpost arms, exhale. Inhale, reach it up. 2 more like that. Power up that back leg. Inhale, straight. This time, add on, bend that back knee, almost touching the earth. Inhale up. Exhale. Find your high crescent. Pause. This time, you're going to lean the heart forward. So you're coming forward and find that tricep press. Arms come behind you like wings. Inhale, bring everything back up. Power up that front leg. Just 2 more. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale. Last one. Come back up, high crescent. Drop that back knee. Grab the right wrist and find a side bend here. So it's like this. Got it. Really anchor and squeeze that right glute. Inhale, come up. Easy twist, right hand to the earth. You can use a block here. Pause. And then 3 arm circles. Sweeping arm circles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, your choice. Downward dog, vinyasa, or your child's pose. Whatever you like as a transition here. Right into that length through the center of your body, length through the spine, from the crown all the way to the tail. Coming through your tabletop position. I think you can hear me now. Tabletop position, and it's the right foot back of the mat. Spin it down, find your easiest version. Thanks for being so understanding about the earbuds.
I know you can hear me better with them in. And then reach that top arm overhead. It's that side angle feeling. Inhale, arm towards the sky. Thread the needle, dive it under. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Up and over towards the top of your mat. It's a little bit of an internal rotation of the upper arm there. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, dive it under. Last one. Beautiful. I see that rhythm that you're using. Okay, pause. And then we'll grab that foot for the quad stretch, or you can just hang out there, foot on the earth, or have your foot hovering. And so even here, it's a quad stretch, but lucky you, you're also opening the shoulder, opening that heart space. To help aid in your balance, just press that standing leg, your left shin towards the earth. That helps stabilize everything. And as you release the foot, step it forward, high crescent. Take your time to get there. Find your footing. Exhale, goalpost arms. Sit into that front leg. And can you draw your back heel back towards the wall behind you? Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, goalpost. Inhale, reach. This time, tap that back knee to the earth. Inhale, reach, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Pause. Find those high crescent legs, and then dive your heart forward. Arms reach back. Activate the triceps. Inhale. Everything comes up. Full body posture. Exhale, dive forward. Working your balance, working your core. Inhale up. Last one. All the way up. Pause. Drop that back knee. Hold on to the left wrist and find your side bend. Activate that left glute to get the psoas and hip flexor stretch. Inhale up. Last one, exhale over. Inhale up, release the wrist. Left hand to the earth, easy twist. You can always use a block here. 3 sweeping circles. Inhale, exhale. When you're ready, hands to the earth, downward dog or your vinyasa. Bend those knees a lot. Walk your feet towards your hands. Uttanasana, top of the mat. Knees are bent here. Slowly start to roll up to standing, Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms float up overhead, hands to your heart. Hands at your sides. Pause. Activate through the feet here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chair pose. Uttanasana. If you would like, you can always take a block between the legs here. Inhale, stand tall. Mountain pose. Exhale, sit into it. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sit. As you come into your chair pose, really drive your hips back so your weight comes into the heels. Couple more. Follow your breath. Last one. Stand tall. Inhale, arms to a T. And then you're going to find your fist packet at the low back and just draw the elbows back. Lift your heart. If you have the block, keep squeezing the block. If you don't have the block, legs can either be all the way together, inner arches touching, or hip distance. Activate those legs. Release the hands. Inhale, arms to a T. Maybe you take the awkward grasp this time and just open up the chest. Work those legs. Can you draw your inner thighs back? A little bit of an internal rotation at the upper leg. It's lots of work here. Lift the arches, lift your belly. Last breath. Release the hands. Inhale through the nose, sweep the arms up. Exhale through the mouth, clear your energy. Ha. 2 more like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, clear. Ha. Last one. Ha. Remove the block if you have it. Come all the way up and then forward fold. Halfway lift. You're going to step that right foot back so you're in your runner's lunge here. Always an option to grab your blocks. And you're just going to bend and straighten the back leg so you're kissing the earth. Inhale, straighten. Last one. Walks off to the side. Plant the hands and you're going to hover that left leg 3-legged plank. Pause. Now take the big toe of that left foot and you're hooking it over the Achilles on the other side. Pull that heel back. Inhale forward. So you're rocking forward and back, left leg stacked on top of that right heel. Last one. And then find your 3-legged dog, left leg up and back. And then bring those toes and hook them back to the right heel again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you're lifting and lowering that left leg. Last one. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, warrior 1. Spin the back foot down. Find that fist packet, and then bring the fist packet over to the right. If you need to grab one elbow, you can do that, or you can use your strap. And then let your head fall over to the right. A little bit of a neck stretch here. Inhale up. Exhale, let the head fall over. Same side as your fist packet, away from the front leg. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale over. Sit into those legs. Head comes up, arms come up. Hands to your heart, hands to the earth. Pop that back heel up. And you're going to find a 3-legged dog this time. Left leg up and back. Option to stack the hips and maybe bend that top knee. Pause there, or if you want to add on small circles with the left knee. Other direction. Pause there. Can you stick that left foot all the way back up to the sky again? Pause and come onto tented fingertips on that right hand. Hand back to the earth. The left foot steps to the top of the mat. Right foot will meet it. Uttanasana, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to standing. You can roll through the spine or straight spine. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the earth. Grab the blocks if you like to use them. Stick that left foot to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Bend and straighten that back leg. Kiss the earth with your knee. Inhale, straight. You got it. Exhale. Feeling warm? Okay, good. Power it up. Let those hips stay low as you work that back leg. Last one. Inhale, straight. Pause. Hope I didn't forget anything. We're going to take the 3-legged plank. You can always use your fists if the wrists are sensitive. Right leg hovers. You got it. It's a lot of work. And now hook those right toes behind the left Achilles. Pull the heel back. You're rocking back. A little bit of a distraction here for your core. Also opening up, working the feet. And then when you're ready, unhook the toes, three-legged dog. Open up your hands. And then find that hook of the toes again. Inhale up. Exhale, lower right leg. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more. Lift it up, step it forward, warrior one. Okay, sit into your stance, your shape. Find the strong legs and then add on, maybe it's the aqua this time, fist packet. Open chest and take your hands over to the left. So the hands are on the opposite side of that front leg. Find your neck stretch. Let gravity take your head to the left. Don't overdo it. Inhale, head comes back up 2 more times. Keep your hips and your legs stable here. Try not to move the lower body and find that neck stretch. Back through the center, inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart, hands to the earth, pop that back heel up. This time, three-legged dog. Up and back, option to stack the hips or bend the top knee. Wherever you are, you're working. If you have that scorpion with the knee bent, option to find some small knee circles. Other direction. If you want to add on for the balance, right foot to the sky, tented fingertips on that left hand. So all your weight is spilling into the right hand here and left foot. Plant that hand, step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward, top of the mat, halfway lift. Find your chair pose. Hands to your heart, pause. Hands to the hips, pause. Inhale, keep the seat low, but reach your arms up high. Hands to your heart. Hands to the hips. Inhale, reach it up, but keep the seat low. Last time, just like that. Hands to your heart. To the hips. Inhale, reach. Hands to your heart, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. This time, take your feet as wide as the mat. That's a malasana squat. You can stay up high or come down low. If you like to use a block, take your block under the seat. Lift your heart. Yeah, turn the feet out. Everything out and knees out. It's almost like a mini goddess. Can you get your seat down low? Even if you take that block on the highest setting under your seat, yeah. So you can flip it all the way up if you want, but you want it on the wide setting, you want it wide under the sit bones. So can you turn it the other direction, Charity, so that it's wide? Or take a break. So when you put it under, rather than having it like this, turn it this direction so that your sit bones actually make contact. I'm just showing you the direction of the block for the next time we do it. So rather than like this, turn it this way, okay? Or this way. So it's touching. And even if you're up here, you're still finding that external rotation for the legs. Inhale, when you're ready, stand tall. Turn those legs in, forward fold. Bend the knees, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step it back, downward dog. If you want to add in a chaturanga, go ahead. Feet come together. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose, pause, and then step it forward. This time, you're going to take your foot out wide towards that lizard variation, so both arms come inside the legs. Okay, good. Now, we're going to try something a little different. I'm mirroring you. Can you take your arm under the leg? So it's like you're going to scoop that shoulder under, but not quite, and then bring it back up. And to make room, sometimes we need to take the foot from here out, so you can play around with that placement. So think about that threading of the needle that we did earlier. So can you thread that arm under, back up? It's a sneaky move that's going to help you open up that hip. Back up, last one. Okay, coming back up, drop the back knee. Find hip circles here, one direction. Other direction. Come through the center. Draw the hips back and start to walk that front foot parallel. Tuck the back toes. We're going to come to warrior two. So spin that back foot down. Your feet are on the balance beam. Coming to standing. Look at the back hand. So we're tracking the gaze to help activate different parts of the brainstem, nervous system. Track your gaze all the way across the room, back over that front hand. And then this time, flip the palms up. Look at the back hand. As you track your gaze back towards the front, palms to the earth. And then just the front palm flips. Stick that hand straight up towards the sky. Grab the wrist and take a side bend. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse the warrior, or if you like that version, take it again. Trust the strength of that front leg, really sit into it. Inhale, warrior two. This time, reverse the warrior and then straighten the front leg when you're back there, so you're in your reverse triangle. Inhale, up and over, triangle pose. You can always shorten up the stance. It's okay to have the front leg bent a little bit, but you want that back leg super straight. Maybe even back off slightly to find more length for your spine. Use a block if you need it. Last breath here. Long limbs, long spine. Inhale, warrior two. Pause. Spin both hands to the earth. Option to move through a vinyasa, or if you want to take a three-legged dog, right leg up and back. And if you're there, do you want to try the balance again, coming onto the tented fingertips, left hand? If you love a wild thing, go ahead and flip it. If you're in a scorpion, can you squeeze your right foot towards your seat? Activate that hamstring, tight, tight, tight. Inhale, right foot towards the sky, downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Just like we did earlier, pulse back through the heels, flush out the back body. 3, 2, 1, downward dog. Feet come together. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose 2 times. Put that left foot forward. Start to walk it out to the side. Arms are inside that leg, so it's that lizard, but keep the back knee up. Find a lot of space, and then can you dive that left arm under? Inhale, back up. Exhale, dive it under, like you're just starting to scoop that shoulder under. Got it. And maybe you're just playing with the hand, and that's enough. Whatever works for your body here. 2 more. We did too many on the other side, so we have to match it here. Okay, last one. Back up, drop the back knee, pausing your lizard. If you need the cushion, grab your blanket, and then hip circles one direction. Other direction. Through the center, start to walk that left foot parallel. So your arms are framing the leg now. Tuck the back toes. Warrior two. So feet are on the balance beam. Open up your arms, open up that stance. So first you find your drishti, your gaze over that front hand, and then turn it towards the back hand. Can you really look at your surroundings here? Track your gaze across the room again, over that front hand. Flip the palms one more time. Inhale, look back. Exhale, look over the front hand as you rotate the palms back down. Inhale, front palm flips. Straight up to the sky. Grab that left wrist, find your side bend. It's like a personal assist warrior, reverse warrior. Inhale, back up. Reverse your warrior. Front leg is working. Inhale, warrior two. Last one, reverse it. Pause back there. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. And then bring your torso up and over, Trikonasana triangle pose. Shorten up the stance if you need to. Draw your belly button towards your spine. So you're getting that length from the center of everything and then on out. Slight internal rotation for that back thigh. Really letting your hips point towards the back of the mat. Draw everything back. Last breath here. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your hands to the earth. Three-legged dog, or you can hang out in child's pose. Option to take the balance, 10 to fingertips, or maybe you take that hand towards the hip. If you're in your scorpion, can you squeeze the foot even tighter towards your seat? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Getting that hip flexor stretch. If you flipped it, go ahead and meet us. Flip back over, the left foot to the sky, and then step it forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Standing all the way up to Tadasana mountain pose. Option to hook the thumbs, extend that mountain. Hands to your heart. Step the right foot back. You're coming to Prasarita, or actually goddess pose. So bring the feet wide. Inhale, star. Exhale, sit into it. Option to take elbows inside the knees, or you can stay high, hands behind the head, open up the chest. If you like to rock, go ahead. If you want to lower things, another thing you can add on, yogi's choice, if you want to come onto the balls of the feet, or just take the stretch. Now star pose when you're ready, no rush. Goddess, hands to the heart. Now you're going to straighten the back leg. Whichever side you do now, you're going to do the other side next. I'm going to start, I'll say the opposite, so I'm mirroring you. Right leg straight. We're coming to that in-between pose where you start to reach your hands over towards the top corner of the mat, long spine. We've done it before. It's like your front leg is in a warrior one and your back leg is in a warrior two. So scoop the hips under you a lot. Front leg is bent. So it's like you're in a funky warrior two, because technically you're not on the balance beam. So actually, I guess I said the wrong thing. You can even walk that right foot over to the right. And then you're arms are here, but you really want those hips low so you get the stretch. There you go. But you don't want your knee going past your ankle. Yeah, there you go. Just don't go, there you go. Okay, yep. And then feel length for the spine if you ever need to use the block. Taking it here. So you should be feeling it on that front leg now. And then slowly come back through goddess. You can bring the legs closer together. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, sit into it. Other side, straighten that left leg. And you can start to walk right, I guess I said the wrong legs on the other side. It's this halfway between warrior one and warrior two. Take your hands towards the top left corner of the mat, opposite of your foot. You got it. And then scoop those hips under you so they're not splaying out to the back of them, to the back behind you. You want to scoop them under so you're really working that hip. Last breath. Slowly walk yourself back to the center, goddess. Inhale, star. Goddess, star again. This time parallel the feet, fold forward, prasarita. Hands can come in front of your face, long spine, or if you want to fold as you start to walk the hands back, the elbows also come back, 90 degree angle. You can always take the top of the head towards a block or onto the earth. If you want a deeper hamstring stretch, go ahead. You can walk your hands over to one side and then the other. Couple more breaths here. Slowly start to lift your torso up halfway. Bring the feet in, and we're going to pivot towards the top of the mat so you're in your pyramid variation with the back heel up. So you can step that back foot over so you're off the balance beam. Long spine here. Fold, or if you want to add on, take both hands outside the leg for a little bit of that deeper IT band stretch. We're almost done standing. Hands come all the way back around, and now you're twisting towards back of the mat. So you're on the other side pyramid. Back heel comes up to give your hips that space to square up, long spine. Even if you need to come up further, can you let long spine be a priority? And then the fold takes you into the hamstring stretch. Option to take hands outside that front leg. And your back leg powered up to inform your pelvis where it is in space. Unwind back towards the top of the mat again. All the way around. Blocks off to the side, downward dog. Drop the knees 2 times, cat-cow. Your downward dog. We're going to take half pigeon, or you can swing yourself around for your figure 4. So feet come together, right leg lifts. Exhale, start to bring that shin towards parallel with the top of the mat. Walk the back foot back, and then you can place your block, rolled up towel or pillow underneath the hips. And if you like to stay up high, stay up high. If you want to come down low, is it possible to find a resting point for the forehead? You can use a block or your hands. 2 more breaths here, all the way in, all the way out. Come out of it. If you have any blocks or props, get those out of the way. And you're going to swing that left leg, all the way up and around. You can place that foot up and over. Option to swing the bottom leg out if it doesn't work for you to keep it tucked under. Sit tall, hug the knee in. Option to take kickstand hands behind you if it's too much. And then twist. Twist towards the front leg. Get your belly out of the way, out on your gaze. As you unwind from the twist, you're going to plant your hands and lift those hips up. So if you had that bottom leg out, just tuck it under you and you're on the lazy Susan. So hips lift and then just keep turning around back to the top of the mat, downward dog. Feet come together, other side, left leg lifts up. Set yourself up, take your time to get there. I like to start with the hips up pretty high and then use that back leg to walk back into it. Place your support under the left hip. Really let this be a stretch for the hip, not tweaking the knee at all. You can stay up high or find that placement to rest your forehead. Letting the back of the neck release. Or if you're staying upright, lots of energy up the body through the crown of the head. Soft sides of the neck as you let your shoulders drip down. The lift of the heart. Two more breaths. Slowly start to walk yourself up away from the earth. Remove the props. Swing that right leg around. Take it up and over. Option to swing the bottom leg out. And then find your twist. If you want to take the kickstand hands and just work that placement, you can hang out here without the twist. And remember, in the twist, not so important how far you go, but can you find that cohesive length for your spine? If the left leg is long, activate that leg. Can you find a little bit more of a lift between your heart, crown, top of the mouth, roof of the mouth, and then crown of the head? Slowly unwind. So you'll sweep that bottom leg back under, lift your hips like you're on the lazy Susan, and just keep turning all the way around, downward dog. Bend one knee and then the other. This is your last one, last down dog. Let the head hang. Super strong arms. Drop the knees, swing the legs around. Slowly roll onto your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, hands at your sides, snuggle the hands just right under the pelvis. We're going to do a couple leg lifts. If you would prefer a Shavasana, feel free to turn off the camera, turn off the video, and you can find some peaceful space for yourself before our time is up. Otherwise, both feet towards the sky. And then you're going to cross one leg in front of the other. Let's start with the right leg in front. And then you'll lower the left leg. Inhale, scoop it back up, cross legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the cross of the legs. So left leg leading. Exhale, lower and lift that right leg. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Switch the cross. And then lower both legs. Inhale up. Right leg is in front. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Let's make it to 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay, cross. Switch the cross. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch the cross. Happy baby. Option to rock side to side. If you want to draw both knees to the chest, also totally fine. If you love a reclined twist, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, bring knees towards the chest. And you're taking a figure 8. So one knee forward, one knee back, around and together. Or if there's something else that's calling to you, go ahead. We're just doing a low back release here. So it's a scissor of the knees, around and together. And then you can go the other direction. Time. Take your Baddha Konasana legs, so feet together, knees wide, hands behind the head. This will be the last core exercise. So hands are behind the head, knees are wide. And you're just crunching everything in. Both elbows tap both knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant one foot and then the other. Shake out your tail, maybe a couple pelvic tilts. Release the low back again. If you have a block, grab your block. Passive, active. I'm not sure what I'm saying here, but feet come wide and then take the block between the knees. So it's just the knees falling into the block that creates a little bit of weight for the top of the femur to rest down towards your sacrum. Pause here. Hands can be face up or just rest your hands on the front of the hip points. Feel your breath moving under your hands. If you love a Supta Virasana, you can go ahead and take that hero's pose, leaning all the way back for a deeper quad stretch. And then last option to take a bridge pose or a supported bridge pose. So remove the block, inhale, lift the hips, place the block under the sacrum. And if you're really feeling it, go ahead and take a larger back bend, take your wheel pose. Keep the legs in that orientation, hip distance, squared up. If you came up, come back down. Windshield wiper the legs. Option to take one last happy baby. I owe you an apology because I did not leave a long time for Shavasana. If you do want a longer Shavasana, you feel free to turn off the video, turn off the camera, and take it. Otherwise, we're just going to drop in 30 seconds here for that resting pose, for that centering. And if you would rather come up to a seat, you can go ahead and take your support and start to take shoulders over hips. Sometimes that's a nicer option if you know you're going to be going into using your mind next, preparing to become more active, and yet still choosing the pause. As you bring your hands onto the body, top of the chest, let the fingertips just rest right under the collarbones and tap back in your intention, whether it was the reason that you showed up for class, showed up for yourself, or maybe even that hope of how you would like to feel for the rest of this day, what you're calling in. Hands come together, Anjali Mudra. Rest your thumbs at the forehead center, and we'll take one last breath here together, sealing it in. Anything is possible. Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.